Now, in your family, obviously, everybody, and like you said, you've got the workers, everybody's been supportive, and that's excellent. Now, when it comes to operating just regular household items like your TV, the doors, how does that work, Dan?
It's all voice activated. It's all programmed for my voice. Whatever I want to do in the house, turn the TV on, open doors, lights, thermostat, telephone, any electrical device, it'll work.
Now, how does this, I'm pointing at it right now, this is a microphone?
Yeah, it's a microphone. There's a little transmitter beside me on my chair, which sends a message to the control box.
Okay.
And from there, it sends a message to the TV to turn it on or whatever I want to turn on or off.
Okay. And the control box is otherwise known as the old lady?
Yeah, that's what I call her.
Okay, let's try. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
No.
Oh, okay. How that name came about. She was called several names in the process, right? Well, it's hard, getting used to all of this, and as you go along, there's certain stages. Now, could you show us how the TV works then? How do you do this?
Yeah, just give it commands. Wake up, wake up, audio, video, television, television, power, move up, move up, move up.
Yeah. Channel 13, a channel I'm sure you watch all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Quality programming on Channel 13.
Check out the temperature.
Yeah. That's neat.
And it also works the volume.
It works the volume as well? Okay,
Yeah.
How do you work the volume?
Just got to give it another command.
Okay. The reason I have my jacket on in the house now is that Dan is going to take us out into the garage and show us how he works the van, getting in and out of the van. And it's amazing the technology they have these days. And I think the great thing about it is that it gives you the independence that you really need and desire when you're in a situation like Dan is. And it's amazing the technology that's here. So we're going to go check it out in the garage. We're in Dan's van now, and that was really neat how you can just get in and out of the van by yourself here. I think we got that on video. Now, what else does this van do?
It also locks me in myself. I can just, it's a fifth wheel setup in a smaller version, and there's a hook under my chair. And I just lock the hook into the fifth wheel here. You can see at the bottom of my feet.
Okay.
And once I'm locked in there, you just put on my seatbelt and that's it.
Right
You
on.
don't have to tie down or
Hit the road.
Yeah, hit the road.
Right on. That's really great. It's so excellent how it gives you the independence. That must be something that I'm sure you've noticed the difference because, like Lynn was just saying, when she first started, you didn't have all of this, so it must have been like night and day.
Oh yeah, it was a long first year.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got the stuff though, everything seems to be working out good.
Good, excellent. Thanks for showing us this. Now, maybe since you've taken us through a lot of the equipment, Dan, what we can talk about is the chair itself. You've been taking us all over the place. We haven't talked about your chair. How does this work?
It's all activated with my head.
Mm-hmm.
The head pad you see in the back here. The farther I push it back, the faster I'll go.
Okay.
And if I want to turn to the left, I'll just push to the left of the pad. And if I want to go right, I just push to the right. And if I want to switch from forward to reverse, I just hit this black cheek pad.
Okay.
And I can also change which gear I want to go into.
Mm-hmm.
It has 4 different gears. And if I want to recline my chair, it'll lay right back into a bed. Just to take pressure off of certain points every now and then.
And if you want to rest?
Yeah, goes good to sleep.
Good.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to adjust to this?
No, it didn't take very long.
No? Sounds like it didn't take you very long to adjust to anything. You were a quick study.
Yeah, you just want to get in and out,
Yeah.
get back with your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good. Now, maybe one of the things we can talk about is how you explain. You said it's easier to explain your injury, your condition to kids than it is to adults, and I believe that. I totally believe that. So, how do you maybe you can tell us how you explain it to a child, and maybe adults will get it.
What I tell the kids is that we're all made like puppets. We all have strings, but all of our strings are run down our backbone in our spinal cord, and all my spinal cord was cut, so all my strings are cut. That's why my arms and my legs don't work anymore.
Okay.
And the kids seem to catch on right away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's a very good explanation, and kids seem to adapt a little bit better to this than adults. You find when you go out, like we were talking a little bit earlier, it's mostly the adults who stop and stare and don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, they're all wondering how I drive the chair,
Mm-hmm.
not moving my hands. And, well, it's something you're not used to seeing every day.
Mm-hmm. But, stop and ask. Like, you're not going to bite, right? Don't be afraid to stop and ask.
Yeah, I'm not shy to talk about it.
No, that's good, and it's good that you're not, because maybe it'll educate people a little bit more, and they'll be a little bit less. How would you say it? Hesitant? Yeah, hesitant or yeah, weird. Now, can you imagine 20 years ago what it would have been like without having all of this technology that you have now?
Yeah, I don't think you could do it.
No.
There's so much technology now. I think you'd probably have to stay in the hospital 20 years ago if this happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way you could do it on your own.
Mm-hmm. And you were saying that, luckily with it, you had good insurance, that you're able to afford like a lot of these the gadgets that you have around here to give you the independence. But you said when you ran into other people that were in the same situation, a lot of them didn't have that, right?
No, there was quite a few people who didn't have insurance, and they had a hard time just making it month to month, just with the supplies they needed for themselves.
Mm-hmm. So if anything, people should get the insurance. You never know what can happen to you. You have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. One day here,
Mm-hmm.
next day you don't know.
What now? There was you were talking about just something totally. It's one of those eerie things that you were talking about the day before the accident. What was that?
Yeah, we were looking through the National Enquirer, and there was a write-up on Christopher Reid, and we were talking about it, and I said if I was ever in that situation, just to pull the plug. And the next day it did happen to me, but you don't realize how much you fight until it really does happen to you.
Yeah. You want to live.
Yeah.
You have the desire.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you have children. You want to, you have your family. That's all you can think about, and it's the desire to live.
Yeah, you don't know until it happens.
Yeah. That's like anybody else. You can say that to anybody. You never know until it happens to you. But I think the main thing that we should tell people out there is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to walk up to Dan and talk to him. That you're still the same person you were before this happened.
Yeah, I still am. I'm just sitting down now.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good way to put it. That's excellent. Now, maybe before we wrap things up, Dan, now, unfortunately, in this accident, you lost your brother, Dennis, but they do have there's a golf tournament that's held every year to honor his memory. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, it's a Temiskaming Ottawa golf tournament, Dennis Raymond Memorial, and it runs every June, and anybody can go. It's a great weekend out, and there's a lot of people and a lot of fun.
Good. I think we're going to talk to your uncle, to Guibou, later on. We'll talk to Guibou about the tournament. Now, I know my Aunt Louise, too, and Uncle Glenn have helped in organizing it as well. Now, what is the money's raised? Where do they go to?
The money go to different charities.
Okay.
Like one year it went to the Boy Scouts. Another year it went towards the sports rec.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I remember that. Good. Oh, that's okay. No, but it's good each year, like to different charities to help out different things. That's excellent. Well, listen, thank you very much for allowing us into your home today and to talk about this. And I think it's going to be very educational for a lot of the people out there. So thanks again.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
I found that to be very informative for me, and I hope for you as well. I felt so comfortable talking to Dan about all of this, and it was really a learning experience. I can't believe the technology that's out there. Imagine what people did 20 years ago. I can't imagine. It would have just been horrible. But luckily, he's fortunate enough that he has all of these gadgets that he can have the independence that he needs and deserves. So thank you for watching again. And like I said earlier, if you see Dan out and about there, go up and have a good conversation with him. Like he said, he's the same person, just sitting down. So, and that goes for anybody else that you see on the street. You know, don't stop and stare. If you have a question, ask it. So once again, for A Slice of Home, I'm Anne-Marie Desjardins. Thanks for watching.